Hello, Awakenpedia. Thank you so much for stopping in here on my bio. I'm Holly Duckworth. I have a PhD in psychology, and I provide psychotherapy, and I spend a lot of time facilitating quantum healing hypnosis technique. So this is a very intense form of hypnosis. I've been practicing for about 13 years, and this is a form of hypnosis created by Dolores Cannon. And in QHHT sessions, they're 5 to 7 hours long. So I spend the entire day with one client. And when a client comes in for a QHHT session, they bring all the questions that they want to ask the subconscious. So these are questions about physical health, emotional health, like decisions, past, present, future, any and all. Doesn't really matter. And we're going to spend a couple of hours making sure that I understand those questions and, most importantly, the context around the questions. Because when we get into the hypnosis, I'm having a conversation with a higher self. And just like any conversation, we don't know where it's going to go before it goes, and it could go anywhere. And I've got to be ready for that. So our morning is about me understanding all the questions. Then we go into the hypnosis. And in QHHT, the hypnosis lasts 2 to 3 hours. And because of this luxury of time, we're able to achieve a very, very deep state of trance. And that's where we might visit another life. Could be a past life, a simultaneous life, a future life. But we're going to visit a different perspective of consciousness. And then we're going to go into a conversation with the higher self. And that's where the client will be channeling the higher self, having a conversation with me to get all their questions answered. Physical healing, emotional healing, all of those kinds of things. It's pretty miraculous. Then I'll bring the client out. All of that will have been audio recorded, the hypnosis part. And then we'll debrief a little, and then you leave the session with the recording. And the most important part of all of this is to then work with that recording, sometimes for years after the session. So that's just a little bit about what I do primarily. I'm in Durango, Colorado, and I do work remotely with psychotherapy, but QHHT is only ever done in person. And I'm certified at a level 3, which is the highest level of QHHT practitioner. So check it out. I'm going to queue up some testimonials from some of my QHHT clients, previous clients. And I hope to see you in Durango and in my office, and let's tap into the higher self and get all of your questions answered.
Like, it was like my life before the session and my life after the session. It really feels that way. I'm gonna cry. Like, when I tell people, because I'm like, no, like, it did everything to help me.
I would say that it's the best money I've ever spent in my life. That in the past, I was spending $350 minimum every 6 months to have Botox injections for my jaw so that I could actually open my mouth and eat. And I don't have that problem anymore.
My kidney function now is almost off the charts.
Wow.
So
In a good way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in a good way. As opposed, yeah.
In that recording that landed really heart-centered and a little teary, but in that really loving, teary, like, we've got you, we're holding you, we're here, we're your cheerleader was one of the messages.
So just walk through the door. We just walk through the door, do it, right? That's the answer. Because if they're curious, that means that they want to evolve and they're being nudged in that direction. So
it's probably one of those experiences that I was not expecting it to be so life-changing for me.
Stuff came up that was so surprising and was so eye-opening that, it is real, it is true. It's not just stuff that we
when
make
you're
up.
Open to a new experience, the experience can catapult you into another version of yourself or into a new accessibility into what is possible.
I would say you're worth it. And that you should do it. I think if you're considering it, it's probably your higher self in the back of your mind, tapping. And that's the little voice you need to listen to and say, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's something to this.
Yeah.